Hello. Welcome to the Final Fantasy Taco, where we're serious, we're tough, and we have tons of things that we do that is... Wait, what are you doing?
I'm hula dancing.
Why are you hula dancing in my intro?
Wait, hold on. I mean, I see what's happening, but I really have a lot of questions about whatever that thing is over there with the hat.
Oh,
I don't compute. I mean, that what seems to be an animated potato with a hat on.
Oh, the hatato, of course.
It is.
Yeah.
The behatted serpent of Ronka.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
One of my favorite minions.
It is the Indiana Jones worm.
How are you not freezing? Although I guess I just answered my own question because you're next to a giant bonfire. So disregard. Anyway, go ahead. Continue.
All right. Now that we got that long thing done, I'm Richard.
I'm Jax.
I'm JT.
And I'm John.
And we're back in Final Fantasy XIV, just showing the guys some of the jobs in there. Right now, we're going to be doing Dragoon, which is something
jobs.
that JT wants to do. Well, John and John are still here, but so the other John wants to.
Indeed.
I'm John 1. He's John A.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds right.
Also, John with an H and John without an H.
Correct. H-less.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, that was really cool. All right. Well,
Disengage.
I'm having flashbacks of Disengage now. Oh.
Right. So remember what we said, disregard thing on the far right.
Right. Yeah, spoiler alert. Okay, well, first of all, I guess my question would be Dragoon is probably a damage class, but what exactly is a Dragoon? Explain that to me.
Yeah, do a thing.
Well, I actually am going to have to use that.
When a mommy Dragoon and a daddy Dragoon love each other very much.
Yeah, I can't use Thancred. I'm going to have to use...
Oh, you're going to have to use the spoiler.
Okay, everybody, I apologize. I'm going to be using
spoiler
for 5 seconds. No, don't avert your eyes. Stay here unless you don't want any spoilers.
All right, I wanted to do this.
One of our other fabulous videos.
Yeah. Hopefully you watched the other video first and you already know that.
Right, you already know spoilers are coming.
Yeah, and so whatever.
Dragoon.
Okay, so Dragoon is pretty much I guess you could call it a dragon knight, or a knight that fights dragons. So in other words, it's got all the jumpies.
Okay.
Which you can't see right now.
I guess agile fighter.
Let's see. Hold on.
There should be a striking dummy somewhere around.
God,
that also frightens me what you just did.
Not.
Yeah.
But I love how you didn't die.
Did I pass it?
I think it's
I thought it was up here.
I don't know. That's where you exit. Oh, there they are.
See, jump. That's my
cool.
AoE jumping. That's my first jump, and here is my second jump.
Oh,
I didn't show that in order.
Oh wait, what about your actual first jump called jump?
Well, that one upgrades to a faster jump, so I can get out of the way. Because Dragoon has another name that everybody loves to call it. It's called the floor tank. Yeah.
Otherwise known as Dead Goon.
Yeah, Logoon.
I see.
Which I think is kind of mean personally, but I don't know. I think I get it. What they're, everybody has to have at least one thing. I guess they make fun of. But what happened is that with the jumps for Dragoon, the animation lock would keep them in the bad, and then they would die.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
I finally understand that joke you made so long ago in RPG Live when you were like, "Oh, so Mario's a Dragoon," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And now that I just saw about 5 seconds of your rotation, all has become clear as crystal. So
we just kind of assumed that we all know like Final Fantasy lore.
Yeah.
And we forget that no, we're the ones who played it.
Yeah.
But it's all crystal clear now. Mario is indeed a Dragoon. And just wait until you see later on when he jumps all over the place. But regardless, anyway, getting back to this. Oh.
You commence that duty, boy.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I see we are not to have a peaceful journey. I mean, this place looks nice and peaceful. I would hang out here.
Vivaz the squid.
Yes. I wish I had that dude's voice. Yes, I could talk like this.
Yes.
Dude who's talking, you're actually riding on top of it.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if you noticed.
I did
Yeah,
notice as
this
if
is
it were
kind
moving.
of like a giant whale character with like rocks and plants and stuff.
Gotcha.
I moved
Yeah,
over
that's
there so you
amazing.
can see it.
Talking whales are always the best.
They're better than non-talking whales.
I mean, absolutely. It is a flat upgrade. Okay, so there's an eyeball on your little bar thing there. And it's wiggle-waggling. Oh,
It's
He's now in his burst damage phase.
yeah.
I see.
So
Oh, God.
it should be the blood
Is-
gauge.
Is it Blood of the Dragon? Is that
Yeah,
its
blood of the
official
dragon.
name?
Yeah, I believe.
I
it
don't
is.
know dragon stuff. I play mages.
And I haven't played Dragoon in so long. Well, I have played it, but I haven't main it in so long. I used to play it from the beginning of Realm Reborn, and then I stopped a little bit during Stormblood and started doing tank stuff. So I played as Warrior or Gunbreaker. Which reminds me, I really should show you guys that one.
Gunbreaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That did sound interesting, yeah.
I'm a big Final
And-
Fantasy VIII fan, so
That is the stabbing shooting tank. Is that what a gunbreaker is?
yes.
Or is
Yes.
it just a stabbing shooting guy in general?
Stabby shooty guy, yes.
Yeah. Oh, he can be a tank. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Well, is it?
Well, yeah, he
Is
is
a tank. Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
I want a talking whale with some jazzy jazz numbers.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
I thought you guys would love the jazz.
Yeah, I actually love the music. Of the subject.
I love jazz. Skibbity gibbity bop bop finally fantasy.
I feel like everything about this character right here should just be labeled spoiler.
Yes.
just put a giant whoa, that was some Cthulhu shit right there. Oh my god. Sorry. That was just deeply disturbing what just happened.
the fact that they move, that they crawl, actually took me a bit by surprise.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh god, that was terrifying. I was not about that at all.
By the way, for the people who are watching, I apologize for not being optimal with this. I am rusty, like really, really rusty.
How dare you not be the top Final Fantasy player in the world, Richard?
Yeah, how
Like-
dare you?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I mean, I personally don't care. Yeah, thank God. No, that thing needs to not move and do anything else ever again, because that thing was terrifying.
This
That
guy,
was
on the
just-
other hand, he's pretty cool. I like
This
him.
guy, yeah, I'm all about this guy. This guy's fine.
Well, I'm glad you guys like it. So you see how the gauge fills, right?
Yeah.
Now you don't have to worry about that as a Lancer. When you become a Dragoon at level 30 is when, I think level 52, I think, is when you actually start with the blood gauge. But you don't actually use it to its fullest yet. it eases you in, so you're not like confused and whatever, to where you don't know what you're doing. Think of Dragoon as I see. There was one really good YouTuber who said something. I think described it as a rock song. With think of Dragoon at the beginning as the intro to it, and then when you get to the burst gauge,
The first damage.
burst damage phase.
Is this 2001: A Space Odyssey? Sorry, I'm listening to you, but what's happening around us is just mind-boggling. Sorry, but
Expecting to
yes.
see Babies and Bubbles coming up next.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, if you love that other boss, not boss, but thing, you're gonna really hate this guy.
Oh no.
Isn't he
Yeah.
pretty?
What is that is right.
Think of it like a T-Rex without any skin.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
And with multiple eyes.
The unknown. The unknown is scrutinizing its
You're gonna wanna do it.
surroundings. Okay, I don't know if I can do death metal. I mean, I don't know if this thing's going to be talking much. I mean, it seems to be just a beast.
Yeah, no,
Raiden
it's
thrust. So is the Raiden thrust like the move where you fly through the air and go, "What was that?" And like, you know,
yes, 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 it is.
and you could do it over and over again and annoy your friends, and then like teleport over and over again every time he jumps towards you. Is that
Yes.
what that does? That all
Yes.
makes sense now. Yes.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh God, there's more than one.
Yep.
No. This is a Cthulhu nightmare. At least there's talking whales. No, this is not even Lovecraft. I think this is leaning more towards Stephen King. We got talking whales from another dimension, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's more Stephen King circa 1985.
Or even like Dean Koontz today. He's all about the weird.
Yeah, I could see that.
The less sense it makes, the more likely it is Dean Koontz.
Hopefully it doesn't emit that strange frequency again, so there's 3 of them, but I mean, you seem to be doing just fine. Oof. Oh my. Speaking of MMOs in general, did any of you ever remember or play The Matrix Online?
I did not.
I have not.
I really wanted to when it came out, but I never got a chance to.
There was in fact an MMO for The Matrix, and I played it. I would actually say it was my first ever MMO experience, but like without question. And there were 3 different classes that I remember, like 3 different archetypes. There was the combat specialist, which is like basically if you want to be the dude that does kung fu and shoots people, you were the combat specialist. There was the programmer, which was essentially a mage. And then there was the hacker that could do a mixture of like pet classes and roguelike stuff, where you were like unlocking and doing stuff like that. And I was a hacker. I was specifically a character that could create a simulacrum, like a little I could hack the Matrix and create a human being out of code that would fight for me while I did things on the side, like magical code blasts at people, which again was basically being a mage. But
Yeah.
and what was interesting about
go to-
that MMO is what were you say?
I went the wrong way.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Well, all I was going to say is what was interesting.
That looks correct.
It was one of those MMOs where events would happen and then they would never happen again. Like you had to be there for that moment, and that's how they progressed the story. Like you could actually show up, and like a NPC of Morpheus would show up and talk about something, and then like you might find like the body of Neo or like Neo's code somewhere, and then like that would be an event that would happen on that day, and it would never happen. Like it would never happen again. You had to be there for that moment. But anyway, it was an interesting game. I actually belonged to the and there were 3 factions, of course. There was Zion, the Machines, and the is it not Machiavellian? The Merovingian. The guy who controlled all of the
Frenchman.
The Frenchman, yes.
With the really good pie.
Yes,
the really good pie, and. I mean, because every faction had their own goals. Like the Zionists wanted to get Neo back, the Machinists wanted to maintain balance and order, and the Merovingian basically just wanted to sow seeds of chaos. And I must have been like 17 at the time, so naturally,
chaos.
Sow seeds of chaos. Hell yeah! I'm a rambunctious teenager. Hell yeah! So that was exactly what I leaned towards. But it was interesting game. I don't think it lasted very long, unfortunately, but and this was, I think, pre-WoW, even if I recall, years before, or maybe even just like a year before WoW. It was after the movies; those sequels came out. And,
it was a big thing. I remember that. Like, I really wanted to play it, and I really never got a chance to, unfortunately, because I don't know what it was about MMOs at the time, but I stayed away from them. Until a friend of mine introduced me to Night Online, I believe it was. And then went from there. I think that's when I dabbled in WoW and Final Fantasy 11 and here. Yeah. 14. Where I
was very hesitant to even play WoW until just my brother started playing it. I don't know. The MMO model didn't quite grab me at first, but
yeah, I get you there. In fact, I don't think I even played an online game until, gosh, what was it? Like Call of Duty 2.
Oh yeah.
And even then, don't get me wrong. I've always liked first-person shooters. Have always been a big thing for me. In fact, Return to Castle Wolfenstein was one of my favorite games of all time. Number 3.
Yes.
Did you ever get to play the remake?
Yes. Big fan.
Oh, I haven't played the remake yet.
Oh, there isn't a remake of Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Oh.
So, just the Wolfenstein and New World Order.
Oh, the reboots. I see. Yes.
Oh, reboot. I said remake. Yeah.
No, that's fine. But yeah, those are both good games. Yeah.
But
go ahead.
Oh, but an MMO that I actually enjoyed post WoW was, and we were just talking about Lovecraft and whatnot, is The Secret World, which is the creatures in that are all of Lovecraftian and Giger origin. So a good healthy mix of Cthulhu and aliens, basically.
Interesting.
Yes.
There was another one called Guild Wars 2 that I wanted to try. I heard of it, but I never got to try it. I heard it was really good.
I know some people that played that for sure.
Also, Phantasy Star.
And then, of course, there's EverQuest. EverQuest was like the
EverQuest. Yeah, I remember that one.
EverQuest was like the big original that like a lot of people say it's like the precursor to WoW in some ways.
Yeah, I was wrong. That my first one was RuneScape, not.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never played it, but I know it's very popular. It still is, I think.
Yeah, it's still going. It's crazy. I think it's older than WoW.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, not. I'm sorry. I mean, I think it's older than every MMO. I think it was one of the first ones. My point.
It's definitely one of the ones that kind of catapulted MMOs.
Yeah.
Guild Wars,
EverQuest, and RuneScape. I think were some of the definitely
Yeah, my roommate before this one is super into. Even to this day, she will not play anything but EverQuest 2. Very into it.
It took him a while to make a sequel for it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people who worked on World of Warcraft over the years, like the original iteration, were avid EverQuest fans who ran guilds and in fact, I'm pretty sure the person who now is the head runner of Overwatch was originally hired because somebody at Blizzard played EverQuest with him and he was like one of the guild leaders of their group or something like that. And now he runs a giant online shooter. So it's nice. Just it's funny how the world works in that way. But anyway. The Amninius choker of aiming.
Yes.
I see. Yes. Nothing helps me aim better than something wrapped around my throat. Oh.
Some people are into that, though.
I mean, no judgment, but what the hell is this? Oh.
So I have a confession to make about this video. And that is, I'm watching this entire video at what might be a resolution of 100 by 100. Like, there might be 100 pixels on my screen right now. I can't get a lot of detail. I don't know why. My internet's good. Your stream health is fine. It's just, for whatever reason.
It's Discord being Discord, I think. I've been getting some similar effects here and there.
Yeah, ever since you left the whales back, it's just been some squares.
Yeah. But I mean, I can see that this is some sort of rhinoceros man with a vest.
Yes.
At least that's what it looks like to me.
Like a rhinoger. We'll call him a rhinoger.
A rhinoger.
That explodes.
I can't wait to show you guys Arm Veil.
Oh god. That one will be so much fun, especially for you, John.
Oh god.
Yeah. It is one of the worst.
Lots of Cthulhu-ness?
No. No, worse.
Oh god. What's worse than that?
Oh no.
Oh.
That was don't run away!
Oh god.
Cannot execute.
You gotta pay attention to that cast spot. Well, this is making me feel better about my run through.
There you go. See, well, imagine trying to do something as intense as running a dungeon in an MMO while people are talking to you constantly. I mean, well, you don't have to imagine it because now you both have done it. So,
right.
I can only imagine trying to do something like this while talking at the same time, or trying to run a podcast. I mean, I mean, fighting a boss in an MMO is no joke. So I totally get it. Okay, but this music though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just headbanging. It's like, come on, when is the concert? Like, I will go.
You know what
and the guy next to me would be like, how long have you been playing Final Fantasy? I don't know, I just watched my friends play it, but God, I love this band.
Well, actually, it's funny you say that because this band does exist, and this band is only in Japan right now, but
sure,
they do have a CD.
Oh. Would they do live virtual concerts and or real life concerts eventually? Because, I might have to just get a passport and go to Japan just to see them live.
Now, are you talking about the Primals?
Yes.
Ah, yes. I believe there's members of the development team on it, correct?
Yes, it is the members of the development team. It's the...
Nice. That's awesome.
Get away from them.
I'm just really sad that all these bosses have not spoken because there's just some prime licks happening right now that deserve metal as fuck lyrics.
They call me the Rhino Girl.
The Rhino Girl comes in the night. He lives in the depths of the sea. With the talking way, he'll take you to your destiny. Spewing white hot liquid from his nose. The power flows through you just like a hose.
Yeah!
Guitar solo. My raid and thrust is ready. Gonna galvanize battle Litany. Bloodbath's stuck on now. I can just make up lyrics. God, I'm so sorry also. I don't know what it is about this game's music that just turns me into a metal singer, but, you know. Also, can you explain a little bit about what's happening in terms of these icons on the ground, Richard? Oh, never mind. I now understand.
Yeah.
I now understand.
They explode in the order that they appear.
If
He was standing on the wrong one.
I didn't know which one appeared first because I was listening to the music. I'm sorry.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is an endurance contest. Can you play
that
your
boss-
raid when there's metal singing?
Ugh. That boss is the worst when you lag out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I can only imagine. Whenever there's timing mechanics, then that just, yeah. Does this game allow? Well, I guess you're playing on console, but I wonder if there's like mods that help you with boss battles. I remember back in WoW,
I'm sure.
there was like, what was it called? Legendary boss mods or something like that. And it would literally tell you like, hey, step away, the part where he nukes the entire room is happening, you know, and like it would actually like pop up on your screen and be like, this phase is about to happen. Like, or this player has the bomb, stay away from them or you'll all die, you know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it was called Legendary Boss Mods. God, write in the comments. I'm botching that, I'm sure.
I think there is technically something like that in existence
Yeah.
for this game, but it's also technically against terms of service.
Sure.
So it's kind of in like this weird gray area.
Yeah. That's kind of how it feels on WoW as well. Like, nobody
Get
has
the
made a
raid.
mod that feels like it breaks the game, and in some cases somebody makes a mod where they actually implement it as a feature. But like, yeah, it's always been sort of a gray area of like, sure, you can update the UI and add these trackers, but, you know, as long as you're not hacking and farming gold, then it's fine.
Right away.
Dude, I still don't remember which one is which on that one. Shit.
You made it though. Yeah. Can't exactly huff it with 5 vulnerability stacks as a Dragoon, can ya?
No, I can't.
Like you do try to as a warrior.
I don't try to.
When someone is healing.
I succeed with war.
Yeah, because you want to know why?
Because Alpha knows healing me.
I'm talking about when we run stuff.
Oh no, you got the arrow pointing at you, Richard. Whoa. This boss does not look easy.
Well, I mean, no, it isn't, but it's...
It's a lot of stuff to learn.
Yes. Disembowel.
And there, I have positionals as well to do, to really optimize my damage.
Yes.
Let's explain what positionals are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's something that I don't think I've heard before. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, that depending on
Which
where
one
you're
was first?
standing, it does more damage. Is that right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh shit. Okay, so
Oh.
we have one move that is if I don't die, which is Sharp Fang and Claw, which is at the flank, so at the sides. And then we have Reeling Thrust, which is at the rear, which you'll see because the rear area has a gap.
Yes.
You might even say there's a giant gash in the rear.
Yes. Wait. Yes.
A rather large separation.
A crevasse, if you will.
A crevasse, yes. You got him.
Butt stuff.
Got him.
It's
got him.
funny because it's from the butt.
Funny because it's butt stuff. Well done.
As long as you have permission to.
A pair of
talk about it.
amniosis gloves of healing. I like that. I'm into that. I'm into gloves of healing.
That was fun, I guess. Here I was thinking I was gonna run through it too quick. How many times did I die? The second boss?
Just once. As far as that was my count, at least.
It was almost twice, but it was indeed just one time.
No, it was 2 times.
Was it 2 times?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it was. But
Yeah,
the
I
first
guess
time
it
didn't
was.
count because practice run.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'll take that. So you pretty much work on getting that gauge up, and how you get the gauge up is after an end of a combo, which is this purple cherry blossom looking move and
Yes.
the swords flowing down. When you hit those, you get a click on the eye, right?
Okay.
Those are the finishers on
Yeah.
2 of your combos.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, when you finish a combo, you get points on your gauge there.
Ah, yes. That makes sense.
And when it's full up, then I think that's when you can make it go red.
You know what? I might be mistaken. It might be the reeling thrust and sharp and claw that I showed.
So you're
But
kind of
you can-
you're managing 2 different systems, and you're
Yes.
activating your combo finishers to go in between them.
Yes.
Okay. That's really cool, actually.
What's
Again,
really-
more creative rotations. I like it. Sorry, you were
Yeah.
saying.
No, it is. It is really, and if you actually get it right, you get that radiant thrust that you've been seeing for more damage. But how another way is to jump. Well, okay. Just to be clear, when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the blue line. That's what I use to keep. I have to use my finishers to keep that line going up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the eye, every time I use that blue jump that you saw before, it makes the eye open more. And when it opens
there we go.
completely, you have your burst phase, burst damage phase. Hopefully, I explained that well.
No, I think I got it because
Yeah.
right as you were saying those things happened. So I think we can
It's perfectly
extrapolate from
demonstrated.
that.
Indeed.
I tried to do that. And I really like that that is an AoE move. So, in other words, the one where I'm like throwing a giant ball of, well, not ball, but like just a big amount of laser just going through my my staff. Probably shouldn't
Your
have said staff.
forearm.
My polearm. There you go. That sounds even worse. But whatever. You guys get it.
What would you rather me have said through your mighty lance?
No, I wouldn't.
That's what I'm calling it from now on.
My lance or my penis?
Behold my mighty lance.
Oh, your penis.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, jeez.
Right, of course.
I thought you were talking about
Although,
my
you know,
penis.
yeah, I was like, JT is going to nickname Richard's penis.
Yeah. Totally normal. Totally normal. No, nothing that should be shamed.
It's nothing weird. Nothing weird at all.
Nothing, yeah.
And then I have another final move, which is the star dive jump, which is really cool. It's the one that's like, you see that red circle.
Is that like when you take the guitar and smash all of the amplifiers and then jump into the crowd?
Yes.
Probably high on cocaine.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're going like, "Wah!" And you like smash, and it's like, yeah. It's being an 80s glam rock star who's just hit the peak of his trip, and he just jumps out in the crowd.
Yep.
Star dive. You know, star diving into the crowd.
Sure.
Basically, Dragoon's a rock star. That's what I'm saying.
That's true. It is a rock star.
It certainly seems that way because you're fighting metal singers.
Yes.
So really, this game is not so much a fantasy RPG as it is like many people's quest to become the ultimate musician, rock legend.
That makes
But first,
sense.
they must fight the greats. The greats, you know, who live in a talking whale's back. Oh, what is this?
It is.
It talks.
Yes.
Wait, I think.
Well, your friends are talking.
Yes. Whoa.
No, nothing of that.
Man.
Nothing.
Uh-oh. Whoa, those are hands that turn into splashes? Is that right?
Yes.
Good.
So
That is
you
awesome.
have to stand in front of the one that's facing the opposite direction.
That makes sense. I gotcha. Easy mechanic there.
Go watch out for those unnatural ripples.
You're gonna
Richard.
want to stand on the grate.
Yes, because there are unnatural ripples emanating from them.
Yeah, that's why you stand on the grate.
Oh.
He was just showing the mechanic.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I think I remember that from the very first dungeon we did. It was a similar
Yeah.
situation.
It's kind of a callback to that, actually.
You're doing pretty great so far, Richard. It seems like a pretty great class. Or job, excuse me. I gotta use the proper terminology.
Fairly well-rounded at the very least.
You know nothing about the depths. Okay, no. I had to get that out. It's the only line he's spoken.
No, there was another one.
Oh, I missed it. Damn. Whoa.
I think. Wait, which
Oh
way?
my
Which way?
God.
Which way?
That way.
Wait, was one of those abilities true thrust?
Yes.
Only the true thrust will penetrate this boss's armor.
There's
Nice.
also
I
Full
mean, they were
thrust.
playing that.
And Vorpal thrust.
Vorpal thrust. And
and
Raiden
chaos thrust.
Yes.
That's where you. And never mind. I wanna.
Damn it.
Yes.
Did it again.
Thrust moves. Whoa.
Showing
said
the
go
mechanic in case everybody missed it.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
This dude's nuts. He's got that crazy water magic. Whoa, man. So are there actual lyrics? But because I feel like I'm hearing some lyrics.
There are lyrics.
Okay.
If I can find the song, I'll send it to you. I have it, but I need to find it.
Find the instrumental version, and I'll make a metal version of it. And then I'll just become, then the Bad Breakfast Club will just become John sings Final Fantasy XIV metal and makes billions before he gets sued.
Yes.
By Squaresoft. but I have to make the billions first.
Gotta make billions!
Enhanced wheeling thrust. Final Fantasy Tactics, more like Final Fantasy Sex Tactics. I know. God, those clawed water hands, though. That is some madness.
No. This doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah, right.
But he has a vulnerability stack, which means other things are going to hurt harder than they otherwise would.
Ah.
Oh. And you said I'm the fuck out of here.
You almost got him, though.
Yep.
Man, I'm quite disappointing
He's
you
in
did
the
not
front.
say as much. This boss cares a lot more about casting water spells than saying cool things, unfortunately.
Yeah, you made it.
Yes, you got the hose of aiming.
That's also what I'm going to call it from now
No,
on.
that's. Oh man. Oh, that was good. That was some good stuff.
This. All right, everybody. So, I'll explain this to them later. They don't quite get this reference. But
Oh, they will.
when we get to that part of the game, they will love him. Because he is the one and only
Hildebrand.
Agent of Inquiry. Anyway, I am Richard. I am not an agent of inquiry, but I am definitely.
I am
A
John,
forte.
the voice of no return.
And I'm also being interrupted. Anyway, moving on. No, I'm kidding. But yes. Anyway, I don't know why I paused. Okay, everybody else go.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to dance when you play Final Fantasy XIV.
Because
Also, like and subscribe while you're dancing.
What,
But do that dance.
and beware the hat-tato.
Yes. For I hold the terrible curse.